Ineligible. Generate. Generative AI. Generation. Script. Screenplay. Post-production. Feline. Overtake. Lifestyle. Visibility. Preference.
Live news briefs.
AI actors and writers will be ineligible for Oscars. The Academy Awards recently announced that films using AI-generated actors or AI-written scripts will not be eligible for major acting and writing categories. The rule aims to ensure that performance and screenplay awards continue to promote and recognize human work. The decision comes at a time of rapidly increasing use of generative AI tools in the film industry, including for script assistance, voice generation, and digital character creation. While the Academy emphasized that AI can be used in production to a limited degree, it will not be considered for award categories. Those in favor of the decision argue that it protects the arts and could help prevent AI from replacing human talent. Critics say enforcement may be complicated as AI becomes a greater part of post-production. Cats or dogs? East Asia's feline shift. Across East Asia, cats are steadily overtaking dogs in popularity, with places such as Taiwan reporting more cat owners than dog owners for the first time in 2025. This increase in cat ownership was first noted in Japan more than a decade ago. The trend reflects changing lifestyles, particularly in cities, where smaller living spaces and busier schedules make cats a more convenient choice. The rise of cats as pets is also supported by their strong presence in online culture, where they dominate social media. This visibility has likely shaped pet preferences, especially among young people. While dogs remain popular, the love of cats in East Asian nations is expected to continue growing.
Fair. Apart. Switch. Argument.
Proof. Sword. Shocked. Immediately. King Solomon's judgment. Long ago in ancient Israel there was a king. His name was Solomon. He was famous for being a kind and fair king, and people came from far away to ask for his help. One day, two women arrived at his court with a serious problem that they couldn't solve on their own. The two women lived in the same house. Each of them gave birth to a baby boy just a few days apart. Then, one night, one of the babies died, and his mother was heartbroken. While the other woman slept, she quietly switched the two babies. She put her dead son beside the sleeping woman and took the living baby for herself. The next morning, the second woman woke up to feed her child and found a dead baby next to her. She looked at him closely and knew he was not her son. A big argument started between the two women. No one else saw what happened, so they went to King Solomon for help.
Both women stood before the king and told him their stories. One woman explained everything in detail and begged Solomon to help her. The other woman simply said the living baby was hers. The king listened quietly to both of them, but there were no witnesses and no proof on either side. To solve the issue, Solomon came up with a surprising plan. He called for a sword and said that the living baby would be cut in two, so each woman could have half. Everyone in the court was shocked. They waited to see what would happen next. One of the women immediately cried out, "Please don't kill him. Give the baby to her." The other woman stayed calm and said the king's plan was fair. Solomon stopped his servants at once. He pointed to the woman who begged for the child's life and said,
"She is the true mother."
He knew that a real mother would rather give up her child than let him die. From that day on, everyone knew Solomon truly was a wise and just king.
Strip. Create. Official. Spirit. Suit. Fit.
organization, meaningful, symbol, mission, career. Happy birthday, Snoopy! 5 things you didn't know about Peanuts. Every year on August 10th, fans wish Snoopy a happy birthday. Snoopy comes from the comic strip Peanuts, which Charles Schulz created in 1950. For over 75 years, Snoopy has brought people happiness. August 10th became his official birthday because of a 1968 strip about Snoopy's surprise birthday party. In that spirit, here are 5 things you probably never knew about Peanuts. 1. Snoopy almost had a different name. Schulz first wanted to name Charlie Brown's dog Sniffy, but one day he saw another comic strip with a dog of the same name, so he needed a new idea. He remembered that his mother once said if their family ever got another dog, they should name it Snoopy. Just like that, the name Snoopy was born. 2. Schulz didn't like the name Peanuts. The publisher chose the title Peanuts, not Schulz. He thought it was a ridiculous name that didn't suit the comic at all. Even after the strip became famous, he said a name like Good Old Charlie Brown would be a better fit.
Three. Linus inspired a real charity. Linus is famous in the comics for carrying a blue blanket. That blanket inspired something much bigger in the real world. Project Linus is a real organization that gives blankets to children who are sick or going through difficult times. It is a wonderful example of how a comic strip can grow into something meaningful that helps real children every day. 4. NASA put Snoopy in space. After the Apollo 1 fire in 1967, NASA wanted a mascot to encourage astronauts. The agency contacted Schulz and asked if Snoopy could become that symbol. Schulz agreed. Later, during the Apollo 10 mission, NASA named the lunar module Snoopy and the command module Charlie Brown. 5. Schulz drew every strip himself. Charles Schulz wrote and drew all 17,897 Peanut strips on his own. He cared deeply about his work and took very few vacations during his 50-year career. Charlie Brown is a character who is known for never giving up, and Schulz showed the same kind of dedication in his own life.
Surfing equipment and water activities. Surfboard, beach towel, flip-flops, fins, leash, sunscreen, wetsuit, board shorts, surf poncho, rash guard, dry bag, surf wax, wax comb, reef shoes, surfing, wakeboarding, bodyboarding, kite surfing, parasailing, windsurfing, stand-up paddleboarding, SUP, kayaking, canoeing, jet skiing, paddle boating, banana boating.
Basics. Normal. Swallow. Process.
Starting something new. Surfing. 1. Asking about surfing. Allison asks Jacob about surfing.
Hey, you go surfing sometimes, right?
Yeah, I do. Why?
I've been thinking about trying it, but I've got no idea where to start.
I'd be happy to teach you. You just need someone to show you the basics at first.
That would be fantastic. I'm nervous, though. It's all new to me.
That's very normal when you're not used to it.
What can I do to prepare?
We'll start at a beach with gentler waves until you get the hang of being on the board.
That sounds good. Thanks so much for helping me out.
2. Learning to surf. Allison and Jacob talk about their surfing experience after their first trip.
That surfing trip was incredible. I didn't expect to enjoy it so much.
You did great for your first time.
Really? I fell so many times.
Don't worry, it happens to everyone. And that time the wave caught you off guard was kind of funny.
Hey, I swallowed so much water.
But you laughed right after. It's all part of the learning process.
True. And guess what? I can finally stand on the surfboard.
I saw that. You kept your balance for a few seconds.
I felt so proud.
You should be. Next time, you'll do even better. Entry. Exam. Mood. Besides.
Jenny's diary entry. Monday, August 10th, 2026. Dear Diary, it's the end of the day, and writing this entry will be the last thing I do before I turn out the lights and get some sleep. I have an exam tomorrow, and I don't want to be too tired. Initially, the day got off to a bad start because I missed my bus, so I had to walk to school. As I was walking, it started to rain, so I was wet and late for Ms. Clark's class. It left me in a bad mood all morning. Later, the sky turned a lovely blue, and I began to feel a bit better. After school, Penny and I bought some chocolate from a new store that opened last week. Then we went to the park and saw a family of ducks on the pond. They were so cute and fluffy. I wanted to feed them, but Penny said we weren't allowed to. Besides, we didn't have any food with us apart from the chocolate, and we wanted that for ourselves. Anyway, I hope the exam goes well tomorrow. Jenny.
Sauce. Melt. Flavor. Eager.
The pizza that divides the world. Hawaiian pizza stands out on menus around the world as one of the most talked about pizza combinations. It is topped with tomato sauce, melted cheese, ham, and pineapple to create a mix of sweet and salty flavors. But why is this pizza something people either love or hate, and where did it come from? Surprisingly, Hawaiian pizza has nothing to do with Hawaii. Restaurant owner Sam Panopoulos created it in 1962 in Canada. He was eager to try something different, so he decided to add canned pineapple to pizza. The name Hawaiian came from the brand of pineapple that he used, rather than from the Pacific Islands. The idea quickly spread and resulted in one of the most famous food debates in modern culture. Critics argue that fruit has no place on pizza and that pineapple upsets the balance of flavors. Fans disagree and claim that the sweetness actually works well with the saltiness of the ham and makes pizza more interesting. Today, Hawaiian pizza is still both widely ordered and widely argued about. Product. Routine. Follower. Improve. React. Protection. Protective.
Mental. Complex. Stress. Negative. Harmful. Entirely. The truth about teen skin. Walk into any beauty store today, and you're likely to see teenagers carefully checking shelves that are full of skin products. According to a dermatologist at Yale Medicine, about 1 in 5 preteens and teens spends over $50 a month on products that they simply don't need. Social media plays a big role. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram are filled with skinfluencers, young people who share detailed skincare routines with millions of followers. Watching someone's skin appear to improve on screen makes those products seem necessary. But dermatologists say that the reality is quite different. A teenager's skin is thinner and more sensitive than adult skin, even when it looks healthy. As a result, it takes in ingredients more easily and reacts more strongly to products. Adult skin produces oils that form a protective barrier, but teen skin is still developing this protection. Therefore, many products that are made for older skin can actually damage young skin. They may cause redness, dryness, and breakouts. Long-term use of the wrong products can even lead to more serious skin problems.
According to dermatologists, the ideal products for a healthy teenager are simple: a gentle face wash, a basic moisturizer, and sunscreen. Other products are not needed unless a doctor says they are necessary for a serious skin problem. An obsession with skincare can also affect mental health. Spending hours watching beauty videos and comparing your skin to heavily filtered images online isn't healthy. Teens are still learning about themselves, and many feel self-conscious about their looks. When they feel pressured to follow complex routines just to feel good about themselves, it can lead to stress and a negative body image. A fun hobby can turn harmful when it starts getting in the way of sleep, schoolwork, or friendships. The goal isn't to avoid skincare entirely, it's to have a simple routine. Using a face mask with friends every now and then is perfectly fine. The problem is daily use of too many products, especially those that are made for adult skin. Most young people don't need to fix their skin. They just need to care for it gently.
Translation practice. Practice A.
When we finally start paying attention to our health, many problems may already be present. If we don't change our bad habits early, we may face more serious problems in the future.
Practice B.
While I was jogging, I suddenly felt a sharp pain in my ankle and had to stop and rest immediately. This made me realize the importance of warming up properly before working out. Historic.
Historical.
Relax. Angel. Ladder. Tower.
Local. Century. Curious. Trace.
Explore.
Historic.
Historical.
Relax. Angel. Ladder. Tower. Bath is home to several grand streets, such as the Royal Crescent and the Circus. The Royal Crescent runs along a long row of 30 houses, while the Circus is a group of houses that form a perfect circle. These elegant Georgian-era buildings are all made from a local yellow stone. It gives the city a warm, golden appearance. For fans of classic literature, the Jane Austen Centre is a popular attraction. Jane Austen lived in Bath in the early 19th century, and the city appears often in her novels. Bath also has a connection to Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, who lived there for a time. Curious visitors can trace her footsteps through the city and learn more about her story at Mary Shelley's House of Frankenstein. Bath is an easy city to explore on foot, and every street shows off its beauty and rich history. With Roman baths, historic churches, and beautiful buildings all close together, it is no wonder that Bath has long been a favorite destination for visitors to England.
Connect. Connection. Passion. Producer. Perform. Release.
Presence. Nickname. Professor. Theory. Vision. How Charlie Puth connects the world through music. Charlie Puth is well known for hit songs like Attention and See You Again. His success comes from a passion for music that began in childhood. From a young age, he showed a strong interest in music. His mother was a music teacher who introduced him to classical training. He also developed a love for pop and R&B, which helped shape his musical style. As his career grew, his songs climbed the charts. In addition to his own music, he worked behind the scenes as a producer for artists such as Justin Bieber and Ava Max. These experiences allowed him to further his influence in the music industry. Puth has also built meaningful connections with Asian artists. It all started with Jungkook from BTS. Jungkook had been a fan of Puth for years and even posted a cover of We Don't Talk Anymore in 2016. The two finally met at a music show in Korea and performed together on stage. In 2022, they released Left and Right, which became a hit and won Collaboration of the Year at the People's Choice Awards.
Puth continued to work with artists from different countries. In 2026, he teamed up with Utada Hikaru, a well-known Japanese singer, on a song that's titled Home. The track features both English and Japanese lyrics and appears on Puth's album Whatever's Clever. The album is inspired by the sounds of 1980s music. It received strong praise, and many people think it is some of his best work to date. During this period, Puth's music also took on a new direction. He explained that he focused less on what was cool and more on what felt right to him. Puth's personality can also be seen in his online presence. Fans have nicknamed him Professor Puth because he regularly shares short videos that explain music theory and songwriting in a simple and interesting way. Charlie Puth's recent projects and 2026 World Tour show an artist who has grown more confident in his identity and vision. As a singer, pianist, songwriter, and producer, he continues to grow while staying true to his musical roots.
Information. Announce. Instruction. Permission.
Learning to write. Notices. Writing a notice helps you share important information clearly and quickly. Notices are usually short, direct, and easy to understand. They are often used in schools or workplaces to announce events, give reminders, or provide instructions. So, what information should be included in a notice?
What is happening? When and where it is happening? Who it is for?
If necessary, mention what people should do, e.g., register, bring materials, or who they can get in touch with for more information. School trip reminder. All students are invited to join the upcoming school trip to the National History Museum. Date: Wednesday, September 16th. Time: 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Meeting time and place: the main school gate at 8:30 a.m. Students should wear their school uniforms and bring lunch and water. Please hand in the permission slip to Mr. Andrews by Thursday, September 10th. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Andrews or the school office.
Rarely. Frequently. Considerably. Flat. Fur.
Shell. Breath. Float. Playful. Creature. Sea otters and river otters, same family, different lives. If you ever watched videos of otters that are eating, playing, or sleeping, you will surely know how cute they are. But did you know that there's more than one type of otter? Some are sea otters and others are river otters. They are both part of the weasel family, but they live in different places and have different appearances and behaviors. Sea otters live in the North Pacific Ocean, from Russia to California. They spend almost all of their time in the sea and rarely come onto land. River otters, on the other hand, live in freshwater rivers, lakes, and wetlands all around the world. They also move frequently between the water and the land. When it comes to physical appearance, sea otters are considerably bigger and heavier. In addition, sea otters have tails that are relatively short and flat, while river otters have long, pointed tails. Sea otters also have the thickest fur of any animal on Earth. This special coat keeps them warm in cold ocean water.
Sea otters and river otters eat different foods and have very different eating habits. Sea otters love crabs and clams. They are one of the few animals that use tools. They use rocks to break open shells. River otters prefer to eat fish, frogs, and crayfish. They catch their food by diving underwater and can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes. The two types of otters play and sleep differently too. River otters often slide down muddy hills on their bellies just for fun. Scientists believe this helps them practice important skills and save energy while they travel. Sea otters do something even more adorable. When they sleep, they float on their backs and sometimes hold each other's paws so that they don't move apart. They also hold on to kelp to stay in one place. Although sea otters and river otters may look similar, they live very different lives. However, both are smart, playful creatures that are well suited to their homes. You can even find otters in Jinmen. Over 60 river otters live there.
Airline, carrier, staff, technical, passenger,
Baggage, luggage, suitcase, tag, organize, charge. Travel gone wrong. Airport dialogues. 1. Flight delay. Amy asks an airline staff member about her flight delay.
Excuse me, I just saw that my flight is delayed. Could you tell me why?
The delay is due to technical issues. We have to put safety first.
I see. When is the new boarding time?
Boarding has been moved to 6:30 p.m. I'm sorry for the trouble. We're offering a $15 meal voucher to affected passengers.
How can I use the voucher?
You can use it at selected restaurants in the airport. Just present it when you pay.
All right, thank you. I guess I'll grab something to eat while I wait.
2. Airport curfew. Ben asks why his flight was canceled. Hi, I just got a message that my delayed flight has been canceled. What happened?
The airport has a curfew, which means no flights are allowed to take off or land during the nighttime hours.
So I can't leave until tomorrow?
That's correct. The earliest available flight is tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m.
Will the airline provide a hotel for tonight?
Unfortunately, as this is a low-cost carrier, accommodation is not included.
What kind of compensation can I get?
We can offer you a travel credit voucher for future use.
I see. I guess I don't have much of a choice. 3. Lost baggage. Cindy reports her missing luggage.
Excuse me, my luggage didn't arrive. I think it's missing. Here are my boarding pass and baggage claim ticket.
I'm sorry to hear that. I can help you file a lost baggage report.
That would be a huge help.
Could you describe your bag?
Yes, it's a medium-sized black suitcase with a red tag on the handle.
Okay. Could you provide your contact details and delivery address?
Sure. Here's my phone number and the address.
Thank you. We'll track your luggage and contact you as soon as there's an update. 4. Missed connection. David tries to organize a flight rebooking. Hi, I missed my connecting flight because my first flight was delayed. Are there any other flights to Tokyo available today?
Yes, there's another flight leaving at 9 p.m. tonight.
That works. Can I be rebooked on that one?
Of course. I'll take care of it right away.
Will there be any extra charges for the change?
No, since the delay was caused by the airline, the rebooking is free of charge.
Great. I'm happy to hear that.
Here is your new boarding pass. Please proceed to gate 12.
Thank you for your help.
Global. Invent. Solid. Waste. Score.
Match. Schedule. Medal. Gain. Benefit. Understanding paddle, a fast-growing global sport. Have you ever heard of paddle? It looks a little like tennis, but the court is smaller and has glass walls. Players can let the ball bounce off the walls to keep it in play. Paddle is a fun and exciting game and is quickly taking over the world. Paddle was invented in Mexico in 1969 by Enrique Corcuera. He wanted to play tennis at home but did not have enough space, so he built a smaller court with walls around it, and a new sport was born. From Mexico, the game spread to Spain and Argentina and became very popular. Although paddle and tennis appear similar, they are quite different. A paddle court is about 1/3 the size of a tennis court. The racket is solid with small holes, while a tennis racket has strings. The serve is different too. In tennis, you hit the ball over your head, but in paddle, you must hit it below your waist. One thing both games have in common, though, is their scoring system.
Why is paddle growing so fast? One big reason is that it's easy to pick up. Many beginners can enjoy a fun match after just one lesson. Paddle matches are also shorter than tennis matches, so it's easier to fit playing into a schedule. On top of that, it's a great workout. Today, millions of people play paddle, and there are more than 77,000 courts worldwide. In Spain alone, there are now more paddle courts than tennis courts. Interest in the sport is also rising in Asia and North America. This September, paddle will be played as a medal sport at the Asian Games for the first time, and many fans hope to see it make an appearance at the 2032 Olympics. Paddle is gaining attention closer to home too. In 2025, Taiwan opened its first paddle club, and its paddle association joined the International Paddle Federation the same year. With its simple rules, short matches, and great fitness benefits, paddle is set to become one of the most popular sports in the world. Why not give it a try?